Hey fellow Nevillers, here we are back again up in Your Faith is Your Fortune, part 2 of chapter 3, the principle of truth. In the last video we were listening to Neville trying to drum into us the understanding of our I amness, the principle of truth and the principle of the expression of manifestation. So, part 2 today. Let's dive in, fellow Nevillers. Thank you for visiting the channel. Big fat hello, big fat kiss, because we're all about love up here. If you haven't already, please subscribe. At the end of the video, if you found it fantastic, just like I did, please give me the thumbs up, because YouTube loves it, as do I, and they'll promote these teachings, because we're waking humanity at one video at a time. All right. Time. All right, lovelies. Halfway through the chapter, we've got as far as this way. It says, when it is recorded that Jesus left the world and went to his Father. You'll hear this expression a lot in Neville's works about his Father being, or our Father being greater than I. He explains it pretty good up in here. He says, when Jesus left the world and went to his Father, it is simply stating that he turned his attention from the world of senses and rose in consciousness to that level which he desired to express. So So when he went to his Father, i.e. when you and I close the door to our senses, i.e. our eyes, what we smell, what we see, what we hear, what we taste, those are the doors of the senses. We close those when we're in meditation, or when we're in Sats, which is a shorter version of meditation. Sats is state akin to sleep, which you should practice and be able to call up at will, because you can put into your consciousness what it is you're desiring to express. So that's what Neville's trying to tell us here in this paragraph. Jesus left the world of senses and went to be with his Father in consciousness, where, if you know and you've been there, or you've been in meditation or Sats, you know that all things just appear magically possible to you. So let's continue. Says, there he remained until he became one with the consciousness to which he ascended. When the Bible or Neville talks about he or Jesus, he means you. He means me. He says, when he returned to the world of man, which is our 3D, he could act with the positive assurance of that which he was conscious of being, a state of consciousness no one but himself felt or knew that he possessed. Man possessed. Man who is ignorant of this everlasting law of expression looks upon such happenings as miracles. We do, don't we? We call things miracles. And what's happening behind the scenes is someone out there, i.e. me or you, has this in their consciousness with feeling it becomes manifested out here in our 3D. And generic man, i.e. you and me, we look at this as if, wow, a miracle. Now we know how the miracle was created. Neville continues, to rise in consciousness to the level of the thing desired and to remain there until such level becomes your nature is the way of all seeming miracles. He continues, and if I be lifted up, I shall draw all men unto me. If I be lifted up in consciousness to the naturalness of the thing desired, I shall draw the manifestation of the desire to me. One more little piece of to me. One more little piece of valid information here. He says, no man comes unto me save the Father within me draws him, and I and my Father are one. There we go again. My consciousness is the Father who draws the manifestation of life to me. The nature to me. The nature of the manifestation is determined by the state of consciousness in which I dwell. I am always drawing into my world that which I am conscious of being. We'll leave the chapter. I am conscious of being. We'll leave the chapter right there. We'll do part 3 tomorrow because there's another bombshell smack up in it, of course, because there always is in Neville's works. So the main premise of the middle part of this chapter is realizing that you are Jesus Christ, that I am. We can leave the world of senses out here, all of these. Those are our 3D senses. We shut the door to those. We rise in consciousness, i.e. in sats or meditation, to the level of consciousness what we want or what we're desiring, i.e. wealth, marriage, whatever you want, success. You just view it up in here in your consciousness, because imagination, consciousness is the only reality. All right, fellow Nevillers, I'll quit preaching. I just love this part about Neville telling us that we are Jesus. We can shut the door to our senses, rise in consciousness to what we want to be, stay there until it's natural, i.e. it's not a shock, it's not awkward to you, because some things are. You can't go from $5 to $5 billion, think, yeah, I've got it. It takes a little bit of, what can we say? It takes a bit of practice in your consciousness until it feels natural. So I'll quit getting excited, fellow Nevillers, and remember, you're Jesus Christ, I'm Jesus Christ, and your Father will bring you whatever you are conscious of being. I'll do another video on my Father is greater than I, because it comes up a lot during Neville's body of works. Thank you, fellow Nevillers, for your time and attention. Big fat wave, big fat kiss, thumbs up and a comment. I love you. See you next time. Bye, guys.